Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this Gorga day? How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing absolutely incredible, amazing, wonderful, stunning, show-stopping, incredible.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing.
I said incredible twice. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I'm actually currently getting over a cold right now, so if I sound a little congested, I apologize. I've been like sick for the past like 3 days. It's not COVID. I've been tested for COVID and it was negative. And I've had COVID before, like in the beginning when COVID like really hit. And I remember what COVID feels like. And this is not it, so it's just like cold. But anyway, today, you guys, I thought it'd be really, really fun to do a assumptions video. So I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me some questions, assumptions you might have about me, things that I might not have answered before, but here I am, I'm gonna answer them. We're answering some questions today on this good day. Also, huge shout out again to Bliss for partnering with me in a portion of today's video. Baby, Miss Bliss is out here. Miss Bliss is out here. We're gonna be using the Bliss Drench and Quench 4 hyaluronic acids and amino acids all day moisture serum. We're gonna be using this a bit later before we start getting ready. I figured we would do a little get ready while I'm answering these questions because I have some new stuff here that I would like to try out as well. But I just wanna say a huge shout out to Bliss. Also, I was pleasantly surprised to see how many people commented on my last video that was sponsored by Bliss of how much they loved Bliss in general. So shout out to Bliss, bitch. Shout out to Bliss, bitch. Bliss is out here slaying the kids at an affordable price point. Yeah, you guys, today's video is going to be, as always, if you guys like this video, if you guys don't like me, please don't fucking watch it. You know the drill with that. But if you guys do like today's video, if you guys like assumptions, if you guys like the gays.
Where does gayness come from and how is it transmitted?
My pastor said it can come from breastfeeding.
Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So first things first, before we start these assumptions, we're gonna go in with the Bliss Drench and Quench 4 hyaluronic acids and amino acids all day moisture serum. This is gonna be our first step of our routine. I'm gonna do 2 pumps of that clear serum. This is a really nice hydrating serum for those of us who like to be moisturized. That includes me. There's 4 different types of hyaluronic acid in here, by the way. 4 types, baby. Oh my God, it's already moist. It's already like getting into my skin. It's already absorbed, bitch. Baby, it's already absorbing. That was literally weightless. It absorbed so quickly. Oh my gosh, and my skin already feels more plump. What? So we got 4 types of hyaluronic acid in here. We got 7 amino acids, fragrance-free, vegan, cruelty-free. Come on. Bliss, you're out here doing the Lord's work. So this really helps kind of replenish the water from the outside and holds onto the water on the inside to keep our skin hydrated for longer. So honestly, Bliss, a clean beauty brand, we can't do any better. We do an extra pump for fun. Feels really good, seriously. Available at Ulta, by the way. Okay, so while I seal in this serum with a moisturizer, I'm taking the Marc Jacobs. Oh my God, this feels so good. I'm gonna be so hydrated. The Marc Jacobs Youthquake, of course, my favorite. My favorite. I'm so hydrated. Oh my God. Let's answer a question. Let's start off strong. You still hate Gabriel Zamora. Okay, well, let's just start off good and fresh. No, actually, you guys, that is a false assumption. I do not hate Gabriel Zamora anymore. Not that I really ever hated him, but we did definitely have a major falling out a few years ago. We had a big falling out and we stopped talking for, oh my gosh, over a year. Yeah, we had a really big falling out, but we rekindled our friendship in 2019, I believe. Yeah, it was like 1 year later. I remember I texted him and I was like, hey. You know, I wanted us to like kind of solve our issues because I'm just the type of person that like, I don't want to have beef with people. Like I just genuinely, I don't. I really just wanted us to figure it out. And you know, we talked and we figured our own shit out and we figured out what was going on behind the scenes. And you know, we got together and we just kind of apologized to each other and we really just let the past be the past. And it's exactly what I needed, to be honest. It's exactly what I needed. I needed it so bad. I needed to like talk to him and figure things out. And I'm so glad that we did. I'm so glad we did. And honestly, the gag is now, I feel like we're closer now than we were pre-Dramageddon 1. I feel like we're much closer now. I see him much more now. I talk to him much more now. So I think that it was a really good thing. So yeah, that is a false assumption. I do not hate Gabriel Zamora. I do not hate the bitch. I really don't. Okay, let's go on with the next assumption. Put the foundation on. You're open to hooking up with girls. That's a false assumption, darling. That is false, honey. I'm actually not open to hooking up with girls. I'm so sorry to be putting that out there. Oh my God, I'm giggling and I'm getting red from laughing. That's a false assumption. Darling, my sweet, sweet darling angel. I am fully homosexual, I would say. A Kinsey 6 homosexual, if you will, on the Kinsey scale. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not open to hooking up with girls. I'll definitely make out with girls and kiss girls and like, for sure, I will definitely have fun and just like fuck around and like just be stupid. But I will not insert my pee-pee in a VV. I don't like them and I don't want them. So that's a false assumption. That is quite false, my love. Moving right along. You always say you want a boyfriend, but you never really give a guy a chance. Y'all are trying to trigger me, huh? Y'all are trying to trigger me. Oh my god. Okay, this is, oh my gosh, I don't even know if this is true, this is false, I don't know. Okay, it's a great assumption. It's a stunning assumption, I will say. Something about me is that I actually am shockingly, I was gonna say pigmented. What's wrong with me? I am shockingly picky when it comes to dating. And the reason why I feel like I am is because I truly feel like, and this is just me, like this is how I feel. I feel like I have a lot to offer someone when it comes to like being a partner in life. And so like, I'm just really not a settle kind of bitch, you know what I mean? I'm just not a settler. I don't like to settle. So for me, I would rather be single and happy and know I'm not settling for less than to settle for less, if that makes any sense. Because I don't like the idea of getting with someone just because I'm lonely, quote unquote lonely. I've never been like that, you know, I've never been like that. I've always been single. I've dated guys, of course, before. I've just never had a like serious boyfriend for like a long time. I would rather wait and find someone that I'm really interested in and really, really want to talk to than settle for someone that I don't really, really like just because I'm kind of lonely. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like in the long run, it's just better for me. Like, I don't want to wake up one day and be like, wait, I actually don't like you as much as I thought I would. Sorry. Just kidding. Like, I don't want that. I am not a settler. Settlers of Catan, if you will. But, was that even the question? Never give a guy a chance. That wasn't even the fucking question. I'm an idiot. Okay, so about giving guys chances, I do give guys chances, but I'm also quick to write off a guy as well. It's definitely like not a good thing. Like, I don't want to be like that, but I kind of just am. Again, always been like that. I think when I was younger, I was like this kind of hopeless romantic kid, and I would do like the dorkiest things to get guys' attentions. And looking back, like when it just wasn't received well and it wasn't reciprocated, it kind of like scarred me in a weird way, if that makes any sense. I think that because I was so smitten in different ways with people, and I would do these things, like for example, like if someone was sick, like a guy I was interested in, like if he was sick, I would like bring him like soup to his door and like leave it and like ring the doorbell and like run away. And I remember I would like do these kind of, you know, things, and it like just wasn't received well, and it was like just came across kind of weird. But you know, I was young, I was like what, 20 years old, freshly new into being gay. I didn't really know what I wanted or who I really was at the time. And so like I used to like do these like things that just didn't translate. It just didn't translate very well. It kind of just scarred me. Like I just stopped being like that, you know, and it kind of closed me off for a long time. And so yeah, I don't know, I give guys chances, but I'm very picky now. I'm not as like willy-nilly as I once was. And it sounds kind of sad, it really does. I'm not gonna say it's not, but you know, it's just kind of how I am. It's just kind of how I've become. And I would love to say like, no, I'm not like that. I'm like a hopeless romantic always. But I've been a little burned by like guys in the past, and it's kind of scarred me a little bit. So now I'm a little bit more closed off, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, I would say it's a false assumption. I do give guys chances. I'm just really easy to cut a guy off now. I don't give them a lot of chances, but I do give them chances here and there. Okay, so next question while I set my face. You tend to jump to conclusions a lot, like with Alicia Keys and DaBaby, etc. So I would actually say this is a true assumption. I do tend to jump to conclusions kind of quickly, which is not a good thing. It's not good. I don't want to be like this, but it's definitely something I have noticed I am kind of like that. I do jump to conclusions too quickly, and it's something I'm definitely working on actually. It's something that I'm actually like consciously aware of. Like I know I can't be jumping to conclusions so quickly on things. And I think it has to do a lot with like my anxiety disorder, because I'm the type of person where like if I think of something, like I think it's happening. Does that make sense? Like where it's like my anxiety has kind of done that to me, where it's like if I think something's going on in my mind, I think that's reality, but it's not. And that's kind of like my anxiety talking. It's like my own personal issues, but I'm very fully aware that I do that, and I'm trying to get better at it. So I think that the fact that I'm consciously aware is a big step into knowing like how to kind of fix it. So the experiences that she's talking about, like the Alicia Keys situation and the DaBaby situation. So Alicia Keys announced she was coming out with a makeup line, or like I saw it on Trend Moon, I think, and it was like a makeup line coming out, and I was like, She doesn't wear makeup though. So I was very confused by that. I remember saying like, oh, that's like kind of weird when celebrities who don't wear makeup come out with makeup lines. Turns out it was a skincare line. And even if she was coming out with a makeup line, who am I to say anything, honestly? Like, I should have just kept my fucking mouth. I should have just ate my food and sat the fuck down. That's what I should have done. But I thought it was a makeup line, so I was like, oh, that's kind of like, you know, weird to me. And it turned out to be a skincare line. So I just jumped to that conclusion, which is like so dumb of me. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions at all. And you know, with the baby situation, you know, he came out with the song and it sounded like he was dissing JoJo Siwa. He said, you a bitch, JoJo Siwa, and the song, but it was really a play on words. And again, I jumped to a conclusion. I thought he was just hating on a 17-year-old girl. And I was just like, I thought that was really, really strange. But you know, turns out I jumped to a conclusion and it wasn't that at all. And it was a play on words. And so, you know, I'm aware that I have jumped to conclusions in the past. But I am trying to do better. I am definitely trying to do better and not jump to conclusions and just kind of, you know, wait it out a little bit, feel it out, little feelers going on, little one of these. You know, the cat's making bread on the blankets like this. So yeah, I do jump to conclusions, but I'm trying to be better. I really, really am. Okay, let's go ahead and what's next? I already powder my skin. This is bronze with the skin. Actually, I have these. These are from Jacqueline Cosmetics. I just got these. My God, these get so dirty. I wanted to try out these bad boys and to bronze up with these. Why not? I'm gonna take this shade Pink Me Up and Oh Honey, just to bronze with that. I want to actually use this blush, this one in here, which is Warm Flush, but with this bronzer because it's cooler. I will say the packaging, it's a little bit like bulky. It's a little much for me. Like clunky, if that's the right word. It's like, but it's weighted nicely. It is weighted very nicely. It feels luxurious. It feels nice. I just feel like for me personally, it's a little bit big. But let's go ahead and try it out. I've never tried them on my skin yet. They're like powdery, but not that bad at all. Like they're pressed nice. They're baked. They're baked powders and they're baked. So it's gonna give us that nice, like more like radiant-y, not radiant. No, radiant. Yeah, I would say radiant. Satin radiant finish. I don't really like satin radiant bronzers, but you know what? Here we are. Here we are. And they blend very nicely. They're going on super well. Very, very pretty. And they build nicely. Look at that. They build really nicely. Also, what I don't like about the packaging either is that they get so dirty so fast because it's like that reflective plastic. Product's great though. Let's try the blush. Let's try the blush. Next question. You have a boba addiction. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely fucking correct. I do have a boba addiction. I do. I really do. And it's a problem, probably. Okay, so we're putting the blush on. It's cute. This is my third layer right here. 3 layers was nice. I feel like we got to a cute spot after 3 layers. I thought these were gonna be more pigmented, to be honest, but they're more of like a, again, like a radiant blush. So it takes a little bit more building, a little more Bob the Builder vibes, which is fine. It just took me about 3 little dunks to get to where I want it to, which is fine, just something to be aware about. I do like the finish of the blush. I think it's very pretty, has a nice soft radiance to it. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, all in all, I think these are nice. I think the quality of the product is nice. Has a nice radiance to it. Gives you this soft, like, glow to the skin when using it. Other than the packaging, I don't like the packaging. I think that the product itself inside is really, really, really nice. I think that if you were to buy one and try it out, I think you would like it. But just, you know, it's hard with duos because it's like you might want like a blush from this one, but you might want a bronzer for this one. Like that was exactly what happened with me. I didn't want to use this bronzer, but I wanted to use this blush, so. Next question. You still believe in LDS teachings? Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Let's get going. So for those of you who do not know, I actually grew up LDS, which is Mormon, which is a branch of like the Christianity faith. So yes, I grew up Christian my whole life. What did I just do? So yes, I grew up Christian, and I still am Christian technically. I never, you know, was excommunicated from the church or anything like that. I still am technically Christian. So, you know, I do find it funny when other influencers out there have like called me out for being against Christianity when I actually myself am Christian. How funny. But yes, actually, I would say that I do still believe in LDS teachings, to be quite honest. Just because I don't go to church anymore doesn't mean that I don't like believe in God. You know what I mean? And I think that religion is such a personal thing, and I think it's about your personal connection. I don't think it's really necessarily about like having to go to church to believe in something. If you don't believe in God, that's totally fine. I'm not the type of person that's like gonna like Bible thump and like, you need to believe in God. Like that's not what it is at all. For me, I do believe in God. I grew up believing in God, so I, you know, will continue to do so. And even though I don't go to church anymore, necessarily, it doesn't mean that I don't, you know, still believe in the things that I believe. And I really, really value so many things that the church taught me, and like about like, especially about like family values and, you know, just being kind to people. And, you know, I got really lucky, you know, growing up in the church. I grew up in San Diego, and maybe it's not, I just don't think that's as intense as it would be in Utah, you know, necessarily. So I had a really, really great experience other than, you know, being a homosexual. I was struggling internally, but when it came to the church as a whole, I had really, really good experiences. And, you know, even my bishop at the time, when he found out I was gay, he was like, I still want you to come to church, and, you know, we still love you. Like, it doesn't change who you are as a human being. And I was just like, wow, like that. I really appreciated those kind of things. And I know not everyone has those same experiences as I did. I was really lucky growing up in the church. So that is a true assumption, I would say. By the way, for highlighter, I used Iced from Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I think it's very, very pretty. It's very, very blingy, very intense, very bright, very gnarly. 100%. Same packaging, by the way. Same kind of like bulky packaging. I do like the closure, that closure. I really like that. It's just satisfying. Ugh, I like it. I like the closure a lot. I just don't like the fingerprint thing. Let me add a little bit of bronzer on my nose real quick while we answer the next question. I just bit my tongue so fucking hard. Next question. Do you hate the beauty community? Well, that is a false assumption, actually. I do not hate the beauty community at all. Are there aspects of the beauty community I don't like? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know, I've been in the beauty community for like, what, 7 years? 7 years now. So, you know, there's gonna be things I like, there's gonna be things I don't like, and that's totally fine because I'm not gonna love everything. I'm just not, you know, I'm a human being. Like, there's things I like, there's things I don't. It's like when you go to work, right? And there's things that you like about work and there's things you don't really love about work, and that's exactly how I feel. So I love the beauty community, to be honest. I do, I love it. I've just been in for so long and it's been such a great experience for me. It's been hard. Of course, there's been really, really tough moments for me as well. But there's been really, really great moments, and I love the beauty community. I think I'll always love it, to be honest. I'll always love it. I'll always feel such a big connection to the community. And I feel like in the last several years, actually, there's been more community in the beauty community, if that makes sense. I feel more like attached and I feel more close to other influencers than I did before. But I do feel closer to the community than I ever did before. Like now. Maybe it's close friends. I have a lot of like beauty influencer friends on my close friends list, and we talk more now than I did in the past. And maybe that's why I feel closer. Maybe. Perhaps. So I do not hate the beauty community, actually. Okay, let's see. Let's go with brows. I also got this new Huda pencil. Look at this tiny, like this pencil actually is the smallest little pencil I've ever seen. Look at that. Look at that little thing. It's so little. Let's get some little hair-like strokes going. Oh, bitch, that's giving me some strokes. Look at those little hairs. Look at those false hairs. I love false hair. Okay, next question. You secretly hate Laura's country. Oh my God. That's false. I do not secretly hate Laura's country accent. I actually am obsessed with Laura's country accent.
Well, I've been frying chicken.
To be quite honest, I fucking love her accent so much. And it's actually really funny. The more I hang out with her, the more the accent comes out in me. And I don't have an accent. But here I am. Here I am with my accent. That's not even an accent. But anyway, I know I actually love Laura's accent more than words can describe. I love her voice in general. I know she fucking clowns on her own voice all the time. Like, oh my God, I have the most annoying voice ever. But I love her voice so much. But I also just love everything about her. So I think that I naturally just love her voice too. This pencil's bomb, by the way. Like, I'm actually shocked at how hair-like the strokes you can really get. Ma'am, look at the difference. My next assumption, you're friends with problematic influencers and you keep distant when they get in drama. I would say that's a true statement. I say I get into distance online when it comes to, you know, problematic friends of mine. I don't want to interject in like something honestly I don't really know much about, to be quite honest. And I also feel like if I interject, then it becomes like, oh, MannyMua has something to say about it too. What the fuck now? And I'm like, oh my God, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to like blow it up more potentially. So what I do is I'm just there for them behind the scenes in like real life. Like, and that's how I feel like it should be. You know, I'm there for them where it counts. And that's like me as a human being. Like, I will drive over to your house and like we will figure it out together and we will talk, and if you want to cry, you can cry. And I feel like I want to be there for them like as a human being, not just as like MannyMua online being like, you're wrong because this. Like, it can just come across like a little weird, you know? It can come across a little strange. So I feel like I'm definitely there for my friends behind the scenes, and I'll talk to them and vent to me and cry to me, whatever it might be. But you know, I also feel like it's important to not insert yourself in every drama ever. You know what I mean? And I think that over time, I've kind of learned to not open my mouth as much, to interject myself in things that don't involve me. You know, I've done that a lot. I've done that a lot in my career in the past, and you know, sometimes it comes and bites me in the ass. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sit in my corner and I'm gonna live my life, but I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna be there for you. You text me, you call me, I'm there for you. I'm gonna kill my friend. She literally... Sam, I'm gonna kill you. You're into hentai. Ma'am. Hentai is like anime, inappropriate videos, if you will. Girl version, like the girl. I think yoi or yaoi is like the gay version of that. I'm not out here looking for it. Have I seen it? I have. I have, but I'm not here looking for it. So, Sam, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Ooh, this next question, this next assumption is you and Laura are gonna do a makeup collab. Ooh, next question. You'd hook up with Tyler if he consented and if Laura said go for it. That would be a false assumption. Actually, I would not hook up with Tyler, even if Laura said it was okay. I just think, honestly, it would be so fucking weird. Like, baby, it's too much. I just would not feel comfortable at all. Tyler's like such a friend to me now. Like, he's such a he's like a brother. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, baby. I'm so sorry. That'll ruin our friendship. It's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. I would not hook up with him even if Laura said it'd be okay. Like, it's just not happening. It's just a no from me. Okay, let's see. Next one, on-screen Manny is not the same as off-screen Manny. I would say it's a false assumption because they're both Manny. You know, they're both me. But I will say on-screen Manny, like MannyMua, I guess you could say, is a little bit more hyper, a little more exuberant, a little bit more on. You know, me off camera, it's just, I'm more chill, I'm more calm, I'm just a little more laid back. On camera me is a little bit more, you know, and like off camera me is a little more like, what's up? How are you doing? Like, just more chill, just more calm, more chill, more laid back, but it's still the same me. I'm still like the same dumbass bitch on camera and off camera. Okay, I'm gonna prime my eyes and get ready, start doing my shadows, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we are back, and the brows are filled. Back in the brows are filled. Back in the brows are filled. Back in the brows are filled. Speaking of Laura Lee, I talked about earlier, baby, this top that I'm wearing, it's from Miss Nudie Patootie. Miss Nudie Patootie. That is Laura's clothing boutique's brand, and it is so fucking cute. This shirt, are you joking? In this house we stan Laura Lee, and that's that. So let's go with the eyes now, you guys. I want to take this little product. This is the Ethereal Bloom by Artist Couture, which, it's so fucking cute. I'm just using this, like I'm absolutely using this shade Angelic, this like mint. It's speaking to me, into my soul, into my pussy. Let's go in with Miss Angelic. It's so pretty. Let's go and take this. I'm gonna take this onto the crease. Look at that. Oh, that's stun. Next assumption is that you go out and don't worry about COVID, like other influencers not wearing masks. That is a absolute false assumption, by the way. Absolutely false. Because I actually always worry about COVID. Last year, when we first went to quarantine, I was like literally petrified of COVID. Like I was so scared, but I actually got COVID. So I was like, oh. So, you know, luckily for me, my reaction wasn't as bad. You know, it could have been a lot worse for me. And I'm so grateful and just truly blessed that it wasn't as bad a reaction as it could have been, to be honest. Like it really wasn't that bad for me, but that doesn't mean I don't worry about getting it still and potentially passing it on to my family. I am a little bit less worried now than I was because both my parents actually have gotten the COVID vaccine. So I'm so fucking grateful about that. Like I'm just so fucking grateful like that they are both, you know, vaccinated and they're okay. And, you know, so I do worry a little bit less. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely worry a little bit less because I know how I'm gonna react to it and my parents are vaccinated now. So I definitely worry less. That doesn't mean I don't worry fully because I definitely still absolutely worry. And I always wear my mask when I go out to places. Like I'm not stupid. Like I'm, you know, if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going somewhere, I'm not gonna like not wear my mask, you know, because I don't want it again. Like I don't want it again, obviously. Like who wants COVID again when they've already had it? So no, absolutely not. That is a false statement. I am less worried about it now than I once was because I used to be like crippled with anxiety about it, to be quite honest. Specifically about my parents, I was like literally crippled by it because I was so fucking scared that they were gonna get it, and like I was just so scared. And now that they're vaccinated, I worry a lot less, to be quite honest, because like it's like more so I just worry about them. You know, I worry about my family. As long as they're good, I'm good. Oh, that's so fucking cute. I'm gonna do the purple on the other side. Next assumption. The video's gonna be long. I hope you guys don't mind. Please don't mind. I'm taking the shade Petal. The purple on this side. The purple is a little bit less pigmented than the blue. It's pressed a little bit harder, but with some build-in, we're gonna get her there, don't you worry. The next assumption is you're not as into morphe as you used to be. I would say I would say that's actually a true assumption, for sure. I grew with morphe in the beauty space in like a different way, right? Like I was super close with the owners, and so, you know, it was a personal connection I had with them for so long, and they've gotten so big now, obviously, that like that personal connection is not there like it once was. They've become such a huge conglomerate, crazy big brand, which is cool. Obviously, like that's of course, like that was their goal, to be like a really big brand, but you know, the connection that I had with them, it's different. It's no longer the same, you know, and they carry some Lunar Beauty stuff, which is really great. So I definitely still still have a good working relationship with them, but the personal connection that I had with them, it's like no longer there, which is sad. It's definitely sad because I did love them as a brand for so long. Not saying I don't still really like them, but the connection, it's not the same. But you know, I feel like Cosmo Wanda from Fairly Odd Parents. This is a really nice pastel purple for like a pastel, because baby, pastels, I know they're hard to do. I know they're hard to do. And this is nice for a pastel. It is. What's the next assumption? You don't actually know your body count. Like the exact number? That's a true assumption. I don't know my exact body count number. I don't, you guys, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know it anymore. You know what's funny? I used to keep like a little black book, if you will. I used to keep a little black book, and I did used to know what it was because I had like I tracked it all. It was my notes app on my phone. I had every bitch tracked. I said I knew exactly what the fuck happened between us that one time. Or several times. Anyway, I no longer have that little phone that I used back in the day. I do not remember my body count. I don't remember it at all. It's sad because I would love to know. I would love to know, you know? I went through a slutty phase. So that's a correct assumption. I don't know my body count anymore. Next assumption. You secretly voted for Trump so you don't have to pay more taxes under Biden. That is absolutely a false assumption. I absolutely did not vote for that mother. You know what? We're not gonna get into it right now because some people like him. I don't know how. I don't know how, but some people do. And you know, it's not my journey. But no, I absolutely voted for Biden. And I still voted for Biden knowing I would be getting taxed more. And I still voted for Biden. So yeah. Yeah. I love my little eye look. I do. I do believe in fairies. I do. Okay, I'm gonna go do the rest of my eyes off of camera and I'll be right back. And we'll do the lips and we'll answer some more assumptions and we'll be done. Okie dokie, so we have our lashes on. I'm using the style Aries from Lunar Beauty, of course. My fucking favorite. Anyway, let's move on to the next assumption while I do my lips. By the way, I used off camera the new They're Real Magnet Mascara, and honestly, I was pretty impressed. So I definitely would say if you're gonna go between like the They're Real regular and the magnet, I like the magnet more. I feel like it actually definitely coated my lashes better, and it definitely lifted them easier, if that makes sense. I feel like it made my lashes look more lifted, but I did like it. The next assumption, you want Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, and that is absolutely the truth. That is absolutely the fucking truth. If that man could be real and it wasn't just an animation, I would love him. I would love him so much. He's so OP. I'm fucking obsessed. So I actually got in the Gigi Good x Christian Audette collection. And I thought this nude lipstick looked so beautiful. I'm like, I'm using this. Like, I'm using that. I'm fucking using it and you can't tell me not to. Next assumption, you and Patrick Starr still have beef. Actually, that is a false assumption, actually. Me and Patrick kind of solved our beef, our issues that we had a long time ago. Actually, a long time ago. We fixed our bullshit long ago. So Patrick Starr is another fellow beauty influencer. And me and him had a falling out years and years ago. And we recently connected. It's been great. Honestly, it's really nice. Like I said earlier, like when I was talking about Gabriel, I love being able to reconcile differences and kind of talk things out. I'm not the type of person that like likes to have beef with people, if that makes sense. Like I don't want people to not like me. And if I've done something wrong, I want to apologize. So I'm that type of person. So me and Patrick, you know, we sat down, we talked, we kind of talked through what our issues were and kind of where I was mentally, where he was mentally and at the time. And now we're past that. And I'm not saying that we're best friends or anything, but it is nice that we are able to talk now. Like, honestly, it's nice that we can even talk and be good and be cordial and be cool with one another, because there was a moment I didn't even think that we could. So I'm really glad that we're at this spot now. So yeah, we no longer have beef is what I'm saying. Next assumption is, why did you remove Lunar Beauty from Sephora? Oh Lord. Let me finish this lip line first. Honestly, you guys, there were multiple things. There wasn't just one thing. To be honest, as a smaller indie brand, I just don't think I was really prepared for the gravity and like what really happens when you go into Sephora and how intense it really is. Like, I just wasn't prepared. So we just were like, you know what? We're gonna take a step back. This is a lot. So yeah, we just decided to end the partnership because it was honestly just, it was too much. It was too much. I was literally like resenting it. I was like, I cannot do this. So we just decided to end the partnership, and you know, that's what it was. And it was totally fine. And you know, I'm not saying I'll never be in Sephora again, or I'll never be in a big retailer again, but I think at the time I was just like, I think we bit off more than we can chew. So that's kind of what it was. And I'm so happy with Lunar Beauty as is now. I'm like so glad with where we are as a brand, and I don't want anyone telling me what they think I need to do and what I need to come out with and like all these different things. Like, I don't like that. I don't like when people give me their 2 cents about my brand in the way of like, well, this is what you have to do to grow and be better. And I'm like, well, honestly, I think Lunar Beauty is doing fantastic, and I love my brand, and I love it because it's part of me, you know? And so I don't like when people come in and try to tell me what to do about my own brand. So, you know, all in all, the partnership just didn't end up working out. But, you know, that who's to say it won't happen in the future? Who knows? Who knows? We have one assumption left. One assumption left. We have, are you feeling a pressure about not having a partner yet? Oh, Lord, lordy, lordy. I do feel like, oh, this feels really nice, by the way. I do have a pressure about not having a partner yet because I'm almost 30. And so there is this little like piece of me that's like, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm like the issue, that I'm the problem, and there's something wrong with me. And like, I feel like I'm running out of time, you know? And like, and I know I shouldn't feel like that, but I sometimes just can't help it. I can't help but feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting older and older and older, and will I ever find love? I don't know. Like, I literally genuinely, I don't know if I ever will, but I'm so happy and content with my life right now that I'm not like super distraught about it. But it is something that there's definitely a pressure. There's definitely a type of pressure I feel on myself, and I wish it wasn't like that. And I wish I didn't feel this kind of pressure to like feel like I have to be with someone, or feel like I have to be with someone at a certain amount of time. Or it's a weird feeling. It's definitely a weird feeling. And I feel like as I get older and older and older, I feel more pressure. I don't know. The answer is yes. The assumption is yes, I do feel more pressure. And as I get, oh my God, this chair's so fucking squeaky. And as I get older and older, I definitely do feel more and more and more pressure. I'm really happy with myself right now. Obviously, like, I'm really happy with my life, but like, it would be nice to be able to share the things that I do and, you know, the accolades and the cool stuff with someone like I care about, you know? And I think that that's what I do miss. I do miss that. I miss being able to have someone in my life that I get to share things with. I want to share stuff with someone that I love. And not just my family, because of course I share it with my family and I share it with my friends. And, you know, I'm so grateful to be in the position I'm at and be able to share it with people that I love. I just wish I had a partner that I was able to enjoy things with, you know? So I do feel some pressure for it, but I'm trying not to stress about it either. But anyway, you guys, that is it for my assumptions video. If you guys had fun watching it, had a lot of fun doing it, honestly, I'd really like to be able to sit down and just chit chat and talk about makeup and just kind of have fun and get ready with you guys and just be here and be queer and just have a good old gay time. That's what I feel like we did. That's what I feel like we did today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, again, huge shout out to Bliss for partnering with me in a portion of today's video. Of course, you can find this bad boy, the Drench and Quench, at Ulta. I'll leave a link down below, of course, if you guys want to check it out. Honestly, fantastic. I feel like my skin, look, I feel like the hydration is showing through. Like, I feel like I look radiant and like hydrated, even though I set my foundation. Stunning. Like, I'm sorry. Like, why am I stunning? I don't fucking know. But anyways, you guys, I want to say thank you to everyone who submitted a question to me. I'm sorry if I didn't get your question. I'll do more in the future, more assumptions and things like that. But I just want to say thank you for doing this with me. And I hope you guys had fun watching today's video and learned a little bit more about me. And I just like sitting down and just chatting with you guys. And I miss that. I really, really miss that about beauty YouTube, is being able to sit down and just chit chat and like just chill and hang out. So I hope you guys have fun watching it too, and hope you guys have a great rest of the night or day, wherever you guys are. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye. I love you. Woo! Why does my hair shoot out like this? Like, are you kidding me? What is that? 4 hyaluronic acids. Oh, made in Japan. Bitch, you better work. I want to go to Japan so bad. You're friends with problematic influencers and you keep distance when you get... Wait, what? Let's Barney this bitch up right fucking now. I like it more than their real natural one. Zaya's mad that I'm not letting her in here while I film. She has commitment issues. Nope, wrong thing. She has too much commitment issues. Neediness?